Hi, everyone. I'm Lucy.
And I'm James. Great to see you again, Lucy.
You too, James. How's everything going today?
Pretty good, thanks. Though I have to admit, I'm getting a bit hungry.
Hungry already? It's not even lunchtime yet.
I know. But I can't stop thinking about having a nice meal at a restaurant.
Well, that's perfect because guess what we're covering today?
Restaurants.
That's right. Today, we're going to help you learn how to order food in English when you're at a restaurant.
This is really one of the most useful topics for anyone learning English.
Absolutely. Whether you're visiting or living in an English-speaking country, you'll need to eat somewhere, and restaurants are pretty much everywhere.
You might feel a little nervous the first time, but trust me, it gets easier.
By the end of this lesson, you're going to feel so much more prepared and confident.
We've got a wonderful story to share with you today. It's from our friend Paul, who had a really great time at a restaurant recently.
We'll go through his story together and pick out helpful phrases along the way.
Then, we'll practice those phrases so you can actually use them when you go out to eat.
Ready? Let's jump right in.
All right. Let's hear about Paul's restaurant visit.
Last Saturday evening, I decided to try a restaurant downtown. When I walked in, I noticed a waiter standing near the entrance. I smiled and greeted him with a simple hello. Then I said, "A table for one, please." He smiled right back and replied, "This way, please." So I followed him over to a nice little table by the window.
He handed me a menu and told me, "I'll come back in a couple of minutes." I started looking through the menu. There were quite a few choices. Starters, main courses, desserts, and different drinks. In the starters section, I spotted tomato soup, which I absolutely love. For my main dish, I chose the grilled chicken with vegetables.
A few minutes later, the waiter returned and asked, "Ready to order?" I nodded and said, "Yes, please. I'd like to start with the tomato soup." He wrote that down, then asked, "What would you like for your main course?" I answered, "I'll have the grilled chicken with vegetables, please."
He smiled again and said, "Anything to drink?" I replied, "Just a glass of water, please." To confirm everything, he repeated my order back to me. 1 tomato soup, 1 grilled chicken with vegetables, and 1 water. I said, "Yes, exactly. Thank you."
Then he headed off to the kitchen. About 10 minutes passed, and he came back with my soup. As he set it down, he said, "Enjoy your meal." I thanked him. The soup was really hot and tasted amazing. Once I finished it, he cleared away the empty bowl. Shortly after, he brought out my chicken. It looked fantastic.
While I was eating, he stopped by my table and asked, "How's everything?" I told him, "It's delicious. Thank you." When I'd finished the whole meal, I was completely satisfied. The waiter came over again and asked, "Would you like to look at the dessert menu?" I smiled and said, "No thanks. I'm really full." He nodded politely.
Then I called him over. "Excuse me, could I get the bill, please?" He said, "Sure, I'll bring it right away." He returned with the bill a moment later. I checked it over and decided to pay by credit card. I handed it to him saying, "Here you go." He processed the payment and brought back my receipt. I said, "Thanks so much." He replied, "Thank you. Have a wonderful day." I left feeling really pleased with everything.
So that's Paul's complete restaurant experience from the moment he walked in to the moment he left.
I really enjoyed how straightforward his story was.
Yes, and it covered every key step: arriving, ordering your food, enjoying the meal, and then paying at the end.
One thing I noticed right away was how polite he was throughout. He said, please and thank you so many times.
Being polite is super important when you're at a restaurant. It just makes the whole experience smoother and more pleasant.
I also liked that he kept his food choices simple. Soup and chicken, right?
Exactly. When you're still learning, it's smart to order things you're familiar with.
And you could tell he felt comfortable and confident the whole time. That's what really matters.
Definitely. Now, let's share a bit about our own first experiences. James, do you remember the first time you ordered food in English at a restaurant?
Oh, I absolutely do. I was incredibly nervous. I actually went over my order in my head at least 3 times before the waiter even showed up.
That's completely normal. I did the exact same thing. Luckily, the waiter I had was really patient and kind. That made such a difference.
So, what did you end up ordering?
I went with fish and chips, something classic and safe.
Great choice. For me, I remember getting pasta with tomato sauce. Simple but tasty.
And now look at us, we order in English all the time without even thinking about it.
Exactly. The more you practice, the more automatic it becomes.
All right, now let's look at some really important words from Paul's story. Learning these will help you feel much more confident the next time you're in a restaurant.
First up, table. A table is simply the place where you sit to eat. It usually has chairs around it. Paul said, "A table for one, please." If you're going with other people, you'd say, "A table for two," or "A table for four."
Next word, menu. The menu is just the list that shows you all the food and drinks available. Paul looked at the menu and picked his soup and chicken from it. Most menus are divided into sections like starters, main courses, and desserts.
Next, starter. A starter is a small dish you have before your main meal. Paul chose tomato soup as his starter. Other common starters include salad or garlic bread.
Now, main course. The main course is the biggest, most filling part of your meal. For Paul, that was the grilled chicken with vegetables. Other examples might be steak, fish, or pasta.
Next word, order. To order means to tell the waiter what you want to eat. The waiter asked Paul, "Are you ready to order?" And Paul said, "Yes, I am."
Next phrase, I would like. This is a really polite way to ask for something. Paul said, I would like the tomato soup, please. It sounds much more polite than just saying, I want this. All right, now let's look at some really important words from Paul's story. Learning these will help you feel much more confident the next time you're in a restaurant. Now, main course. The main course is the biggest, most filling part of your meal. For Paul, that was the grilled chicken with vegetables. Other examples might be steak, fish, or pasta.
Finally, bill. The bill is the piece of paper that shows how much you need to pay. In American English, people often say, check. Instead, Paul asked, "Can I have the bill, please?" Either word is fine. Everyone will understand you.
Let's go over those words one more time quickly. Table, menu, starter, main course, order, I would like, I'll have, delicious, and bill.
These are the most essential words you'll need for any restaurant conversation.
Now, let's put those words into practice with a quick conversation. I'll ask some questions about Paul's experience, and James will answer. Sound good? Let's go.
Where did Paul go last Saturday?
He went to a restaurant in the downtown area.
What did he say when he first arrived?
He said hello and asked for a table for one person.
What did Paul choose as his starter?
He ordered the tomato soup.
And what did he have for his main course?
He had grilled chicken with vegetables.
What did he drink?
He asked for a glass of water.
How did Paul feel about the food?
He thought it was delicious and really enjoyed it.
What did Paul do at the end of the meal?
He asked for the bill and paid using his credit card.
Excellent. That was great practice.
Now it's time for you to speak. We're going to practice together.
I'll say a sentence slowly first. Then, James will repeat it at a normal speed. After that, it's your turn to say it out loud. Excellent. That was great practice. A table for one, please.
A table for one, please.
Great job. Next one. I would like the tomato soup, please.
I would like the tomato soup, please.
Awesome. Keep it up. I'll have the grilled chicken, please.
I'll have the grilled chicken, please.
You're doing really well. I'll have the grilled chicken, please.
Can I have a glass of water, please?
Excellent pronunciation. Is everything okay?
Is everything okay?
Very nice. Yes, it's delicious. Thank you.
Yes, it's delicious. Thank you.
One last sentence. Can I have the bill, please?
Can I have the bill, please?
One last sentence.
These will help you in almost any restaurant situation. The more often you repeat them, the more natural they'll feel.
When you speak out loud, your brain and your mouth work together to learn faster. So keep practicing a little bit every day.
Now, let's talk about a bit of grammar to help you sound even more natural. Is everything okay? These will help you in almost any restaurant situation. The more often you repeat them, the more natural they'll feel.
I'll have is a bit more casual, but still completely polite. For example, I'll have the chicken, please.
You can use either one in any restaurant without any problem. I would like is slightly more formal. For example, I would like the chicken, please.
Now let's talk about the word please. Please is extremely important in English, especially when you're asking for something. For example, a table for one, please, and I would like the soup, please. Always try to include please whenever you order something.
Another key word is thank you. You should say thank you when the waiter brings you something or helps you in any way.
When you're ordering food, it's best to use polite phrases. The two most common ones are I would like and I'll have. Both are polite and sound very natural.
One more useful tip. You can use excuse me to politely get the waiter's attention. For instance, excuse me, Can I have the bill, please? It's a polite way to call someone over without being rude.
So just remember, please, thank you, and excuse me are your best tools for sounding polite and friendly in any restaurant.
So, how can you actually use all of this in real life? Let me give you a few practical examples.
First situation. Imagine you're traveling and you're feeling hungry. You see a nice-looking restaurant, so you walk inside. You say, "Hello, a table for two, please."
The waiter hands you the menu. You look through it. And when you're ready, you simply say, "I would like the pasta, please." Easy and clear. So, how can you actually use all of this in real life? Let me give you a few practical examples.
So just remember, please, thank you, and excuse me are your best tools for sounding polite and friendly in any restaurant. The most important thing is to stay calm and speak as clearly as you can.
Don't worry too much about making small mistakes. Most waiters are very understanding and patient. They genuinely want to help you.
So just do your best and use the phrases we've practiced today.
Before we wrap up, let's talk briefly about some cultural differences you might notice. This will help you understand what to expect in restaurants in different English-speaking countries.
Saying thank you shows that you appreciate their help and that you're respectful. In restaurants, people really notice and appreciate politeness.
In the US, tipping is really important. Most people leave between 15 and 20% of the total bill as a tip for the waiter.
In the UK, tipping is also common, but it's usually around 10 to 15%. However, in some places, the tip might already be included in your bill, so it's a good idea to check before you leave extra money.
Another thing to know, in many English-speaking countries, lunch breaks tend to be shorter than in other parts of the world. People often eat fairly quickly, maybe in 30 to 45 minutes.
Dinner, on the other hand, is usually more relaxed, and people take their time.
In the US, tipping is really important. Most people leave between 15 and 20% of the total bill as a tip for the waiter.
Understanding these small cultural details can really improve your dining experience.
Another thing to know, in many English-speaking countries, lunch breaks tend to be shorter than in other parts of the world. People often eat fairly quickly, maybe in 30 to 45 minutes.
We listened to Paul's full restaurant story from beginning to end.
We learned key vocabulary like table, menu, starter, main course, and bill.
We practiced useful phrases such as, "I would like" and "I'll have." Take care, everyone. We also talked about grammar, politeness, and how to use these phrases in real-life situations. We practiced useful phrases such as, "I would like" and "I'll have."
We learned key vocabulary like table, menu, starter, main course, and bill. The key is to practice a little bit each day. Start with simple orders, maybe a sandwich or a coffee.
The more you practice, the more comfortable and natural it will feel.
And always remember to smile and be polite. A friendly smile works in every language and every culture.
You're doing an amazing job learning English, and we're really proud of you for putting in this effort.
Keep going. Even small steps each day lead to big improvements over time. We'll see you in the next lesson. Keep going. Even small steps each day lead to big improvements over time.
We'd absolutely love to read it. Practicing your writing also helps improve your English, and it helps us create even better lessons for you in the future.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We really hope you feel more confident and ready to visit a restaurant and order in English.
Just remember, practice makes perfect.
We'll see you in the next lesson.
Take care, everyone.